open house. We are thrilled that you are here. That means camp is almost here. So this is a beautiful site tonight. We have been training. So we are exhausted, but are excited to be here. So thank you for being with us. I'm Julie Grieve. I'm the Recreation Program Division Manager with the Park Richmond District. So I will be here leading tonight. We're going to start off with some introductions, and then we have some slides to go through, and then after that, you'll have a chance to meet your individual panels. And I want to start off and let me introduce this amazing team that's behind us. We're going to start with April Armour, our Superintendent of Recreation. And then I'll pass down the microphone so they can all let you know which camps they oversee.
I'm Jim Beacon, the athletic supervisor, and I supervise sports camps, rookies, minors, and majors.
My name is Katie, and I'm the assistant director for preschool and early childhood. So I'll be down in the hall in the preschool area.
My name is Brooke Plofsky. I'm the preschool director, and I supervise all the early childhood camps, including Little Explorers, Camp Curiosity, and Kick Off the Kindergarten.
My name is Megan O'Neill, and I'm the Youth and Special Events Supervisor. Between Robin and myself this summer, we have Kaleidoscope Kids, we have the Before and After Care Program, Camp Summer Quest, Teen Trailblazers, Camp Rewind, and Camp Walk a Lot of Fun, one of our biggest camps.
Thank you, Megan. I'm Robin. During the school year, I do Beyond the Bell, and we're happy to move forward with camp.
Hi, I'm Jenny Clausen. I'm the Wildwood Supervisor. I oversee Nature Camp Youngers, Juniors, and Olders, the Starry Crew Youngers and Olders, and Wonders of Nature Summer School Option Youngers and Olders. And this is part 2.
Hi, I'm Amy Martin, and I am a nature program coordinator here at the Park District. I help Jenny oversee our nature camps, as well as Happy Hikers and Camping Marshmallow. And then during the school year, I help run our nature preschool program with Molly.
Hi, I'm Molly Kowalski. I help run preschool and teach in the preschool program during the school year, and then in the summer I run Nature Camp Youngers.
I'm Kara Ruffo. I'm another nature program coordinator, and during the summer I do the nature after camps like Camp Fireshops, Urban Architects, Wizard School, and others. And then I assist with the nature camps during the summer as well. And back over to April.
Hi everyone, as Julie said, I'm April Armour, the Superintendent of Recreation. I want to welcome all the parents and of course the campers. We're all so excited for Monday, the start of camp, or whatever session you're attending. Again, as Julie said, they've been training, so I have full confidence in this amazing team with so many years of experience and all the hours they've spent training the wonderful counselors. So I'm just here to kick off the night with this great team and wish you all a wonderful summer. And at any time, between myself and anyone here at the district, we're here to help you if you have questions or need any assistance. So hope you have a great summer.
All right, thank you. Yes. All right, so Park District Summer Camp. So starting Monday, the halls are going to be filled with children, and it's going to smell of sweat and sunscreen, and all we're going to see are smiles of kids laughing and having fun, and so it's our favorite time of year, it's our busiest, but it's just as amazing. What sets our camps apart from other camps is we are certified through the American Camp Association. Not very many park districts have the certification. I have probably a binder, I don't even know, like 3 inches thick of standards that we have to meet to have this accreditation. And it's everything from pools, field trips, how we train, how many hours we train, our transportation, what certifications we have, how many hours we train. So our ratios that we set, that's all through the American Camp Association. So we're very proud of that. We've had that since 2012. It is quite a feat, but the staff, we all work together and we maintained it. And yeah, we're very proud of it. So I'm going to turn it over here to Brooke. We're going to go over some daily camp info.
Evening. That's not for sound is on.
Oh, there we go. Okay. All right, change the slide.
Okay, great. Hi, everybody. Again, I'm Brooke, I'm the preschool director in charge of early childhood camps, Little Explorers, Camp Curiosity, and Kickoff to Kindergarten. So, I'm going to just talk to you about a little bit of daily camp information, drop-off and pick-up. All the camps have different drop-off and pick-up locations. So, I know with our camps, we will be emailing you that information upcoming, probably tomorrow. You must have your ID with you when you pick up your child until the staff recognizes you. This is for the child's safety. So if you show up and you've never been there before, maybe your dad and mom always drops off and the other way around, we're not, really allowed to keep releasing the child unless you have a photo ID, if you've got your driver's license, if you have a Costco card, gym membership with your picture on it, school ID, whatever it may be, you can use that as well. But you must have that picture ID in order for us to release a child. And make sure that everyone should fill out their impact forms for your kids. And anybody who's going to be picking up your child needs to be on that list. And those people need to bring their IDs. So when you drop off in the mornings, our camp staff counselors are wearing green shirts, and our blue t-shirt counselors are our site coordinators. So those would be, that's who you're going to be dropping your kids off with. Let's see. Oh, something to mention about the EPAC forms. If you haven't done it yet, I know in our camps we're continuing to send out reminders to people who have not completed them yet. When you complete it, you must answer every single space there's a question. So let's say you don't have an answer or your answer is 0. You want to put 0 or you want to put NA. Because if you leave anything blank and you submit, we can't see anything. So then we'll be contacting you and saying, you didn't fill out your EPAC, and you're going to go, yes, I did. And we're going to go, no, you didn't. Or, we can't see your information if something is incomplete. So it's crucial information, who's picking up, who's dropping off, if there's someone who is not allowed to pick up. Also, allergy information, any medical information, those kinds of things. Is your kid allowed to have sunscreen? Are they allowed to go on field trips? There's just lots of questions that need to be answered, depending on your camp. You're going to make sure, like I said, to mention any allergies or medications that your child might need. If your child needs medication during the day, you're going to need to fill out a medical camp packet. There's something called, I believe, a medical dispensing form. So those are pretty common with people. Kids might have like an inhaler or an EpiPen or something like that. Maybe they have other medication as well, but you definitely need to be talking to the camp staff about that if your child will be in need of any medication during the day or they have any serious allergies. I know in early childhood camps we are, constantly reminding people about nut-free lunches and snacks. Okay? Even if you say my child only eats peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, well, you want to be the one responsible when your child eats that peanut butter and jelly sandwich and somebody next to them has an allergic reaction. Okay? So expose your kids to different foods. Send them to the video and cream cheese. Send them to the jelly sandwich with no peanut butter. I used to do that.
Or sunflower butter.
Yeah, you can do it. Yes.
Tastes very much like peanut butter.
Or something else called cookie butter.
butter, which I learned at these over the last couple of years. If you do that, please write a note, or if you wrap it in foil, whatever, write on there, this is sun butter, or this is cookie butter. Because if you don't have that, we're going to assume it's peanut butter because it looks just like peanut butter, and then unfortunately we won't be able to let the kid eat their sandwich. Okay? So that's that. Summer is supposed to be fun. When it comes to discipline, every child is different. So the main thing that we do is when we see a negative behavior, we try to redirect that behavior. We try to work with kids one-on-one, find out what their interests are or why they're misbehaving in the way they are. So just keep in contact with your staff. If you know that your child has some sort of issue, something that they're afraid of, or something that makes them anxious, or a way that they may react to something, whatever way, or maybe your kid is a runner, please let your camp staff know that ahead of time. If there's anything you can share, and that can just make a more successful day at camp. So if a negative behavior becomes a pattern, we will contact the parents and work out some kind of plan with you. Okay? Any questions on what I said? All right, see you next week. Abstain? Brooke.
I'm going to touch on something Brooke already went through a little bit, but hopefully at this point you guys have all filled out your impact forms. Because on the first day, something can happen with them. You have to fill it out every year.
Yes, every year, but not for every camp. So the question is, do you have to fill out EPACT every year? Yes, but most of the information is already in there, so you just need to update it or reconfirm it.
Yes, talk about reconfirm so that they were this year. Did it just select reconfirm?
No.
Okay, thank you for the question. Because sometimes on the first day, stuff does happen, and it's very important that we have more information just to get in touch with you. And if your kid goes on a field trip, please complete your field trip permission form prior to the day of the field trip. Your child will not be able to attend the field trip without the field trip form being filled out. So we do this through something called Boo-Boo on your weekly Wednesday welcome letter. You will have a whole form to fill out that will be sent to you by your secretary. You can just click on the link and fill out your Boo-Boo there. And if you would like to participate in our lunch option, our lunch program, the forms are due the Wednesday prior to the start of the week. If you still need to fill out your forms for next week, we have them at the front office, and they will need a by tonight to be filled out ready for next week. That is provided by Spuntino's. There's a variety of food options like sandwiches, pizza, pasta. The cost for each lunch is $6.25, and an extra entree if you want for an additional $2.75. The camp cell phones, all camps will have cell phones. Your site directors will all have a cell phone. You'll be able to communicate with them via text or email or phone call. They will have it on only during the camp hours. They will check on it. So if you are calling or unable to reach them, please leave a message or a text and they'll get back to you as soon as they can. Now, what to bring to camp? Every day, please bring free lunch, a snack, reusable water bottle, change of clothes, swimsuit, and a towel. And it's very important to label everything. If you have anything that is expensive or a prized possession, you leave them at home. Our lost and found is huge at the end of the summer every year. So please label everything and leave anything that possibly is expensive at home. Next up, after me, we have Jim.
Question. So did you get an email, and I may have missed it, but in terms of just for every week or the different camps of what we need for that week?
So every week you'll get a welcome. The question was, will you get an email every week from your camp? Yes. You'll get an email on Wednesdays from your camp, and then you'll also get one on Fridays giving you what happened the week prior, and your welcome Wednesday will tell you what to expect for the next week going forward.
And what to bring and things.
And what to bring, yeah.
Thank you.
So yeah, the Wednesday will be for the next week and the Friday will recap the week they have.
Okay, so the email will go out then today?
Yes.
For next week. Okay, perfect, thank you.
Is there any other questions about EPAC or lunch forms or what you need to bring to camp?
We got a question for you.
Are there reminders about the lunch program sent? Or is that
Yes.
just up to us to remember?
It's always the Wednesday before the
Okay.
week.
Yeah.
And secondly,
Or you can do it now for the whole summer.
great,
But it is up to you to remember.
thank you. About what time, or the camps vary on what time they start, they eat lunch?
It varies because of the delivery. So they're trying to deliver to 20 different camps, so the time of when varies. So I don't have the
So
exact
even
time.
kids that bring lunch wait until the delivery
Yes, yeah.
arrives?
And
Got it.
we'll know what that time is. The question is, what time do you,
Sorry, the question was what time do they eat lunch? So with the hot lunch, again, it's the Wednesday before they're due. You can turn them in tonight for the whole summer, but we do have to have that deadline by Wednesday, so we have to turn the order, so we have all the lunches for next week. And then the follow-up question is what time do they eat? So we have about 20 different camps that Spontaneous is delivering to. So each camp has their own set lunch time, and so all the kids will eat together, whether they're getting hot lunch or they're bringing them lunch.
How long is the lunch break?
How long is lunch break? Is there a set time? Or it depends on the day?
Yeah, for us, it's usually like about 30 minutes.
Yeah. On average, 30 minutes would be about the lunch break.
Okay.
Any other questions before we move on to emergency procedures?
I'll talk to you about the emergency procedures a little bit. All staff are trained on all the emergency procedures you see in front of you, lost child, tornado, fire, and earthquake. We will also lead drills, like they do in school, throughout the summer, using the camps. We also have a 4-guard lighting detection system. We have kids in sports, or we're out in the parks, perfect. With a horn, one long glass, to get back into your cars. You'll wait until all clear sounds. The all clear is indicated by 3 shorter blasts. So if you do arrive at a park or a facility, there are also strobe lights attached to a horn. So if the horn is already sounded and we're in a lightning alert, you should see a strobe light flashing on and off. So if you see that, that means there is a 4-guard warning. If you're out on your own, always trust your eyesight over things, because sometimes messages don't get out on parts of these systems. So if you see lightning, that means go in as well. So if we see lightning and 4-guard doesn't go off, we are coming inside using visual, because that's the key to doing that. In the last couple of years, between Canadian wildfires and just other pollution issues, we've had some air quality index things, so we do follow recommendations on running camps indoors when the air quality is not good enough for us to be outside. So we do monitor that, pay attention, and act accordingly. We have also had cases from time to time to close down our facilities either due to power outages or heavy rains that flooded the streets, where we're not able to get to the facilities. If we have a closure, we will post that closure on the website in the morning as soon as we can. We will also email all participants to the camp to let them know of it, and the camp staff cell phones will be updating their voice message to let you know if you call into it, it'll go directly to voicemail and you'll have the message that camp is closed. And with that, I'll hand it over to Jenny.
sorry, your question.
Right.
So in addition to your normal camp staff, do you have security or different folks kind of like walking around the premise or just kind of observing security?
So the question is,
Question is if we have any security going around the camps besides the camp staff themselves. I would say the best answer is all of us full-time supervisors go out to our campsites multiple times a day, and I drive around town a lot and check all of my camps, and I know everybody else does as well, so we keep in touch with them all the time. And there's not like a police presence going around the parks.
All right, some of the campers will be transported in our, we contract with First Student School Bus, and that's only for a few different campers. So there's 2 camps that have to be transported for before and after care. That would be our Kaleidoscope camp that is at Prospect Park, and Camp One a Lot of Fun, which is located at Carpenter School. So before and after care for those 2 camps take place here, and then they get bused to their new location, and for after care they get bused back on the First Student Bus. The other reason we transport kids in the school bus is we transport them from here to the swimming pool. So there are some camps that are here that utilize Centennial Pool, and it's a little too far to walk. So we ride the bus to get there a little bit faster. So they'll take, again, the First Student Bus from here to that location and then back. Another reason you might be transported would be for our field trips. So not all camps, just like a pool, not all camps swim the pool. Not all camps go on field trips. The ones that do go on field trips use that same First Student Bus again, and we're transporting them from here. Usually they are leaving first day, so make sure not to be late on field trip day. The bus usually has to get to its destination, and we're trying to roll back here before 3 o'clock. Sometimes there's traffic or depending on location. We'll let all the parents know that we're going to be late, so we're going to be late. So we take that school bus for those occasions as well. And then summer school also rides on the school bus. So the summer school locations are at District 64, at Washington and Lincoln. And there are some camps that are over at Centennial, and the summer school kids can walk to those camps. And there are some camps that are summer school camps that are located here. So if they are in summer school and we're picking them up for when there's a major, then they will ride the bus from school back to their campsite here. The ones that are at detailed trailblazers or rewinds, they will be able to walk from their school to their campsite. So that is buses. Any questions about buses? All right. Swimming. Yes. It's an aftercare question. You can ask.
If we decide to pick up the kids at the end of the camp and not let them go to aftercare, who do we let?
So if you were going to pick them up before, okay, so her question was she needs to pick up her kid early. Normally they would be going to aftercare, but on this stage she wants to get them before they go to aftercare. So then you would go to their campsite and then you would check them out as if you would check out aftercare, but from their campsite coordinator at their camp location. And then those staff, when they bring the rest of the kids, will let them know that that child is absent and they're going to get things after the day.
Yeah, what about late drop off? Like if we're a little bit later than 9 o'clock, is it still okay or?
So if you're just in camp or if you're in before care?
So for example, we're the 9 to 3. If we were to get in at 9:30 or 10 o'clock, is that still okay?
It depends on the camp. I'm not sure of the daily schedule, so it gets a little bit tricky. If you're gonna, her question was, if she's gonna drop off late that day, maybe there's a dentist appointment or, stay up late for fireworks or whatever. So if you are going to be more than like 15 minutes late, we would want you to communicate that to the campsite coordinator. I know that the nature camps are out and about, so we might be hiking to Buddhist Plains or trail at 9:30 and nobody is at your campsite. So if you try to go there and drop off your child, there won't be anybody there. Or they're on their way to the pool, or at the campfire, or doing, when you left their room or out in the field somewhere on the playground. So if you know you're going to be late, just encourage you to reach out to your campsite coordinator. You'll have their phone number, they can send that to you in that welcome email, and you'll have their email, so that they can tell you the best place to find them if you're going to be late at the normal time. But on field trip days, the bus waits for no one. So you gotta make sure to be there, because it's gonna hold up the whole trip or something. All right, swimming, the other fun things I feel. So many of the camps swim, and the two pools we utilize for swimming are the Centennial Aquatic Center, and only nature camp holders and trailblazers also use Hinkley. So the camps that use the Centennial Aquatic Center are all the sports camps, so sports, rookies, minors, and majors, all of the nature camp and discovery crews, so nature camp, youngers, juniors, olders, discovery crew, youngers, olders, and the Wonders of Nature summer school, nature camps, youngers, olders, as well as Summer Quest, Camp Rewind, and Teen Trailblazers. We call them TPB, so I have to say the whole thing. So all of those camps do swim in the pool. Then there are some camps that just do water play days, there we go. That would be a Little Explorers, Camp Curiosity, Kickoff in Kindergarten, Kaleidoscope, one a lot of or swimming at Centennial. If they are going to Centennial, on the first day that they go there, we do swim testing. The lifeguards will assess their swim level. A lot of kids get confused because they get to do more things when it's just you and them. And when they come to the pool, they might have a little bit more limitations based on how they test. So we line up all the kids, and we go to the shallow ends of the pool with the diving board. There's lifeguard staff in the water, there's camp staff on the edge, there's lifeguards on the edge, and we have the kids swim the width of the pool. So they swim that shallow end width, and the lifeguards are assessing their swim level, and then based on that, they'll earn a color. They either earn a red for the awesome pool, also known as the wading pool, and that's where they are, or they could earn a yellow. Yellow is the zero depth pool, the basketball pool, and depending on how tall they are, the early slide, the blue one. And then if they pass yellow and are eligible for green, then we'll have them line up, and then they take turns treading water for 1 minute in the deep end with the lifeguard to assess that they can handle deep water. And if they pass that, they're green. And green is all pools.
Can we opt in to send them from who look like the best?
So the stands, she asked, can they have vests and floaties? The answer is that is the aquatic staff do not allow campers to have vests and floaties because vests and floaties put kids in deeper water than they are able to manage on their own. So if that floatie were to deflate, they wouldn't be in danger. So we have to go on their natural swim. Yes. Yeah, any way you can take it. And try to set them up for success that first day. We have a lot of friends that forget their goggles and underperform. We also will retest. We know that a lot of them are in swim lessons throughout the summer. So like E3 if they want to try again. I know it's a big deal what color you get, so you just kind of prepare them. And the red pool is super fun. So yeah, just try to, they will say, well, my mom lets me, and unfortunately, like, we're not one-on-one with your kids, so I'm going to keep them safe. We got the colors.
Is the pool open only for campers at specific times, or is it open to the public as well during the times that they'll be there?
Yeah, great question. The pool is open to the public.
Okay.
So the pool, camps are there at 11 a.m. and are there until 2:45, 2:50.
Oh, wow.
So if you're looking to avoid camps, you got to go after the
Which a lot of people do.
And what temperature usually are you saying you're going to head out at? Like on a day like today, are you going to the pool?
The pool open is what, 68? Yes. 68 degrees.
You'll go at 68? Wow. Okay.
The pool is open, we're there.
If the counselors will switch, we're there.
Okay.
Go ahead.
If they already came along with the Park District food lessons, do they need to take a test?
Yeah, we test everyone. So the Park District swim question was if they have a swim level with swim lessons, they maintain a level. I think swim lesson levels are like you're a shark or a minnow or something. They have different levels. And so it's the same people that do the lessons that are testing them, and we just have a different system. So it's just the red, yellow, and green, and the lifeguard will assess. Even if they've already had swim lessons, we'll still test them for camp. Anybody that had a swim color last year still gets retested. Even the CITs get tested. My son, did you? Okay. All right, yes.
Sorry.
like swimming 11 to 2:45, or would my camper be there that whole time?
No. We have lots of kids that were, so there's a giant confusing matrix of rotation. So most camps go either 2 or 3 days, and you have, your total time at the pool is 2 hours, but some of that is changing, some of that's rest break, some of that's eating your lunch, and then changing back again, and then getting back on the bus to get to where you need to go. So everybody, max time is 2 hours, but you're usually not in this long. Yeah, you're maybe in the water hour 15.
Should we send the campers that are going to school in their swimsuit like we do with littler kids?
You can. So most of the camps that are at Main Park usually swim the earlier times, and most of the camps that are at Centennial usually swim the later times. So most of the Main Park camps will be getting on the bus between 10 and 11 to take turns riding over. So that's fairly early, and then they can change when they're done. The sports camps don't get in the water until about 1 o'clock. There we go, 1 o'clock. So that's kind of a longer time. So it's up to you if you're uncomfortable. If you try it one time, you're uncomfortable, you might get trips. But they'll get more swim time if they're already in their suits. So it doesn't change. Is that all the swimming questions? Okay, with water days, the water days, they'll have kiddie pools, they'll have water tables, they'll have sprinklers. So it's basically non-submersion water play. For those camps, it'd be great for you to send, especially little ones, already in their swimsuits. We highly recommend for the younger girls to be in 2 pieces because getting a wet swimsuit off in a hurry is like a torture device, right? And it's really hard to get back on too. So if you've got a 2-piece and they're willing to wear the 2-piece, that's really helpful for that and going to the bathroom and getting them back out to the water as fast as possible. And then make sure to send them those clothes to change into after the water is done. Oh, the other thing for little kids is their outdoor playground now has wood chips, so for little explorers in Camp Curiosity.
And kindergarten.
And kick off to kindergarten, their outdoor water place now has wood chips. So we highly recommend the Keens or the Crocs or the water shoes to help keep them more comfortable. They probably won't complain because they're finding water right, but they're running on wood chips, which is not always the most comfortable.
So if they start here and then go to school, are the lunches, are they responsible for all their stuff, or is there like a bin that they drop lunches in and then the bin goes with too, or make sure it all?
Yeah, so they're responsible for grabbing all their stuff, but there's lots of reminders. And then there's usually like another check in the hallway. Do you have, or show me. And sometimes they just say yes when you ask if you have something. So it's more like show me your water bottle, show me your lunch, show me your swimsuit. And we usually take a lunch inventory at like check-in in the morning, just so we can solve any non-swimsuit, non-lunch problems prior to getting to the pool. But yeah, there's lots of checks. And then, there's always, at least once a week, someone's running something from here over to there. You're like, oh, is the dinosaur lunchbox sitting on the counter? Sure is, I'll be right here. Oh, sunscreen. Okay, on your e-packs, I know you heard a lot about e-packs. There is a whole slew of good scents. One of them is sunscreen. So if you gave us permission to sunscreen your child, we have the aerosol sunscreen that's SPF 50 that we probably have bought out at Sam's Club and Amazon with all the sunscreen, and we'll keep buying them out. We go through lots of it, so we just want to make sure we have permission to sunscreen your children. They pretty much do it at every transition, so we're doing sunscreen around like 4 to 5 times a day. It's a lot. Spend a lot of time outside. If, for whatever reason, the permission is no, and they're bringing their own sunscreen, then just make sure that it's labeled, make sure that they know where it is, and then when it's time when the other kids are all getting lined up to get their sunscreen, then we'll make sure to remind your child to get out. If they're bringing their own sunscreen from home for whatever reasons, allergies or sensitive skin, then we'll have them apply their own sunscreen at the same time everybody else is doing sunscreen.
Sorry, with the sunscreen, are you guys helping putting it on?
So it's spray sunscreen.
Oh,
So I stuck my arm out because we make them do starfish, and then we sunscreen them. So that's like when I talk about sunscreen, when I implement it on this mission. So they get their necks and ears and backs. So we're spraying the kids. If they have their own sunscreen, then we're pushing them. If it's spray sunscreen, we can spray them. If it's rub sunscreen, we can't rub it into their skin. But we can tell them what toxin it is so they can rub it over their back.
Great questions. Thank you very much. I just wanted to, we have a brand new website, very exciting for us, so I just wanted to go through where to find the camp stuff. Maybe it's getting tired after this week. Okay, so I have a red circle. If you click on activities, Jim skipped the next slide. That's our old website. I didn't delete that slide. And then this is what pops up for activities. Down at the bottom, the yellow is summer camps. If you click the yellow, there's also the general information, the current camp offerings, and counselor and training buttons. You can press those. I like to just hit the yellow summer camps, and that pulls you up to our quick links. So we have our general information. The current camp offerings would be like the brochure that came out in February. Counselor and training, counselors and trainings wear orange shirts. They're ages 13 to 15, and they help out with the counselors. We have camp-specific information, so this will know where your drop-off pickup will be, specific things you might need for the camps, and then camp registration policies. We'll have the medicine packet, our camp parent manual, things like that. So this is a great tool to use to look for information. And then last slide, questions. If there's any more general questions, I'll be happy to answer for the group. And then after that, we'll just like you guys to meet your guests. The question is, can you drop camps online? And the answer is no, you still would need to call or email the front office. Other general questions? I'll also be up here at the front or out in the hallway if you have specific questions for me or any other supervisors. Oh, we have a question over here? Yes.
Should we eat snacks in the morning and the afternoon?
Good question, very important, is snacks. Do you have snacks in the morning and the afternoon? So we definitely have snacks in the morning. And then we have lunch. We don't always have them in the afternoon because if we're at the pool or water play. But you can bring them, so in case you're hungry, you can definitely have it in the afternoon. Any other questions? Yes. The question is, are lunches kept cold? No, we do not have refrigeration for the lunches, so you can put ice packs in there.
Second question, when you buy the lunch, does that come with a drink or are they just having water?
And the question was, do the hot lunches, if you purchase the lunches, come with a drink? No, they do not come with a drink, so use your refillable water. We're also going to composting here as well, so we're going to have some of the camp counselors help the kids compost any things that are left over from their lunch. Other questions? Okay. Again, I'll be up here if you guys need it. Okay, so the next slide. So if your camp is here at Main Park, you're going to go to your camp room. If your camp is off-site, you can see our fabulous staff has started to come into this room. So in this room, we've got One Lot of Fun, Camp Rewind, Teen Trailblazers, all the sports camps. We've got before and after care, Summer Club, and Kaleidoscope. And I'm going to go to the next slide. All the early childhood camps will be at the preschool wing. So we have our Camp Curiosity, Little Explorers, and Kickoff all down at the preschool wing. And then Summer Quest is going to be in the leisure room. We have the nature camp. So Nature Camp Youngers, Juniors, and Olders will all be across the street at the Nature Center. Our summer school out. Worlds of Nature will be down this hallway on the left, and our Discovery Crew